Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video. I actually started to do this video a few months ago, and then I had put it on one of my little HD cameras, and sure enough, I took it to a hotel for a short weekend and had been recording some of the hotels because I like to do that. If you watch my travel vlogs, you know that. And somebody stole it. One of the staff stole it. That was out of the, I can't think of the name. So I wanted to do a video about, sorry, my cat and my dog are wandering around my patio, about the different cruise lines. Okay, so I have been on, I go mostly on Carnival in the last few years, but I've been on Disney once, and that's Carnival and Disney in the last 5 years. I was on Royal Caribbean. That was my first cruise ever. That was about 10 years ago, so it's been a while, and I'm sure they've changed a little bit since then. So what are the differences? A lot of people are like, what can you bring? What kind of drinks can you bring? Can you bring drinks? What are the beds like? So I'm doing 3 topics today. 1, rooms. Okay, so Disney is cool. They have 2 bathrooms in every cabin standard. I believe that is all across, whether you're interior all the way up to suite, family suite. Ours was a balcony room when we went, and it had a private balcony. It has one bathroom is sink and toilet, and then the other bathroom is the one that has the shower and toilet. I can't remember if it had shower, toilet, and sink, but it definitely had like shower. So anyway, so one person could be showering while another person is brushing their teeth or has to use the bathroom or something. So that's a nice feature. I have not seen that on many other, either of the other cruise lines. So today, just to clarify, I'm only doing Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Disney. Okay, and then my husband went more recently. Beds don't tend to bother me. I'm fine on all of the cruise lines I've been on. I find the beds are comfortable. I don't have an issue. But some people are a little bit more picky. My husband's bigger, so, and I don't mean fat, like, more muscular. So bigger people sometimes have issues. So his impression was that the beds on Carnival and Disney were comfortable, and he didn't feel like he had a sore back or anything. He felt like the bed on Royal Caribbean, in his opinion, was not very comfortable. Kind of low budget, I don't know, springy. I don't know the details, but so there's that. Rooms, as far as categories, if you've never done a cruise, you probably want to know this. You have an interior room, which means there's no windows. The plus side of having no windows is it's dark, so if you want to sleep late, or if light bothers you, you're not going to get a lot of light because you don't have a window and you don't have a balcony. So that's cool. So, and they're the cheapest. So everybody kind of is like, I don't want an interior room, but if you're on a budget or you don't like light, that's a good choice for you to tap. What else? Balcony, you can get a window view. I've done that on Carnival. I thought it was nice. It was plenty nice enough. I didn't feel like I needed to have that balcony because you have all these decks on the ship. And if you want to go out and look outside over the water, you don't need to do that from your room. You can do that from your room, but you're going to pay a lot more. So there's that. I found a really good bargain on the last cruise that I went on. It was an ocean view room. It was on like the first or second decks, and they fill up by deck. So the lower decks are the cheapest. And it's also, if you're de-embarking for an excursion, everybody kind of has to go down that way anyway. So it's actually, sometimes it's better because you can get out faster, depending on how they disembark. What else? I'm trying to think. Balconies are going to be more expensive. Family suites are going to be like the most expensive. In the front, they also have, the front of the ship, the bow of the ship, you can get like super cool suite where you're facing forward. Anyway, so there's all sorts of rooms. I don't want to go too much into that. So Next one is number 2, drinks. Okay, so Carnival, what I like about Carnival is they let you bring a, it's a 12 pack. I can't remember if it's per person or per adult. In the past, my kids have enough to carry, and they haven't been that big, so I've never made them carry. So my husband and I, when we go, we'll each carry a 12 pack of soda. So if you ever go by Carnival and see a bunch of people carrying 12 packs of soda, that's why. You cannot check it, though. You do have to carry that with you as you go through the line, FYI, but you're going to save yourself some money if you don't want to buy the soda package. Soda packages are expensive, in my opinion. They're not worth. I don't think anybody can. And then the alcohol packages, you can usually do a combo of soda and alcohol. And my husband and I priced it out. We would have had to have drunk at minimum 5 drinks a day, and and it was just, and that's alcohol only, okay? And we already are used to bringing our own sodas on. It just did not price out to be worth it. And by the end of the cruise, I did a little comparison, and sure enough, we did not spend more than we would have spent if we had bought the drink package. We would not have drunk enough. And you don't want to walk around drunk all day anyway. So it's not, you would have to drink a lot. He and I will typically have a couple of glasses of wine, like with dinner, and maybe a cocktail somewhere in the day or later, and even whatever. But we average about 3 drinks a day, and you have to average minimum of 5. So, whatever. There's that. I know Disney does not let you bring on your own. Oh, I forgot. Carnival lets you bring on 1 bottle of wine per adult. I think there's beer that you can bring on, but I tend to drink wine more than beer. Check the website. I know they will let you bring, so we typically, my husband and I will each bring a bottle of wine. You have to put it in your carry-on. So we bring our 12 packs of soda, but we bring a bag and we put the wine in there. So we board the ship with 2 bottles of wine and 12 packs. So that's why we've never gotten the drink package. If you just really don't want to carry anything on, you could get it, but I'm telling you it's overpriced. Just know that going in. Disney they do not let you bring anything on. That I can recall. Please, again, check all the websites, because some of these details, they may have changed it since I was on there anyway. But soda is included with the standard food and drink that comes with the cruise. Most cruise lines do not include any soda. You get tea. Carnival will give you lemonade now. So you get tea, water, coffee, and juices in the morning. That's it. Anything beyond that, you have to pay for. So Carnival has worked it out nicely where people can bring on their soda and their wine. Disney doesn't let you bring anything on that I know of. However, their soda is included. There's no limit, so that's kind of cool. There's that. You would just buy your own alcohol. If you drink alcohol, you would buy that on there. And then you would want the average drink is going to be, I'm going to say $7. So you would want to some are going to be more expensive. There might be a few like beer that might be less, but typically you're going to be paying around $7 or more per drink, whether it's beer, mixed drink, cocktails, or wine. So keep that in mind. Do the math before you get on to decide whether or not you want to buy the drink package. If you are going to buy a drink package on any cruise line, always buy it ahead of time. It's cheaper. They charge more when you get on board. Royal Caribbean, I do not recall them letting you bring drinks on. What I do remember is they would let you bring sodas on after you had stopped at a port day and you're coming back on the ship. You can bring soda back on a certain amount. I think there was a limit, but I don't think when you first get on in your home port, they don't let you. Again, that might have changed, so check the website. That's all I can think of for drinks. Might as well tell you, so Food is included on cruises. You get your room, whatever room type you pick. You get non-sodas and juices and water, and you get food from the buffet or the dining rooms. Now, different cruise lines will have a premier restaurant, and it usually requires reservations. It is not included. They are going to charge you. It will show up on the menu. So keep that in mind. Carnival, even in the main dining room, they'll give you the menu for the day's dinner that night, but at the bottom it says premier items, and it will tell you what that costs. So if you want it extra, but their food is fine. We found Royal Caribbean food and Carnival food and Disney food to be perfectly substantial without paying for the extra. As far as dining, Carnival will let you you get assigned a dining room table with your party. What I did not really like about Royal Caribbean, unless they have changed it recently, they make people in the dining room at night, they make you share. They don't have 4 tops and 6 tops for some reason. They have all these 8 tops, so you end up eating with a lot of people you may or may not like, and you're probably not going to know them unless you're traveling with a large group. You're not going to know these people. So this is a little awkward. We prefer our own dining room table, which is what Carnival will give you. Let's see. I'm not going to try and do all the details. If you have questions about a cruise, please comment below and ask me the question. I read through my comments regularly, so I will get back to you and answer you. Maybe not the same day, but usually within a week. So, because I'm trying to keep this video a little bit short. All right. I think that's it. That's everything. So I got to rooms, drinks, and dining. And the Disney cruise, the dining, that was private tables as well. When you go to a buffet on all of the ships, you just find an open table. There's no like assigned seating, and they're not going to help you find a table. You just kind of go. If you have more than one person, it helps for that person can maybe sit down and they reserve a table. If you find a good table. On Carnival, keep in mind, in the buffet, go to the upstairs. Not a lot of people sit up there. There's usually a lot of empty tables. You have to walk up the stairs, but, I mean, it's not that, to get it's not as loud and an empty table. It's kind of cool. You can't always see the water as well, but whatever. And I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything else. So I hope that has answered like some basic cruise questions. If you've never cruised, or you have cruised only once or twice, but you're thinking about going on a different cruise line. Disney does run typically more expensive. That's because in their kids clubs, they have kind of the Disney theme, like they'll have a Star Wars themed area, and they have some really cool kids clubs. Carnival's kids club is nice, not quite as big, but it's nice. It's decent, and theirs kids clubs are Dr. Seuss themed. Keep in mind also they have a Dr. Seuss kids breakfast every cruise on Carnival. Sign up the day you get on. I do not believe you're allowed to sign up beforehand. The very first thing that you want to do after you drop your bags, you're going to see these people. They're going to be on the Lido deck around the pool entrance, and there's a few other spots. Find the Dr. Seuss breakfast. It is $5, but it's only $5. And if you have a kid and you're walking by the morning of the breakfast and they want to go, and if you haven't signed up, you're not going to get in. And that happened to me once. And thankfully my son was a little bit older, so he didn't like flail and have a tantrum, but I felt really bad. My mom heart was like, oh, that kind of bites. So I did not think that they would sell out that quick. So if it's something your kids want to do, make sure and do that. I did a video walkthrough of the one that we went to one year. And so I'm going to try and put the little card right here, and you can click on that. It'll open it up in a separate window, and you can watch, after you're done watching this, watch our little Dr. Seuss breakfast. It was really cool. There's characters, and they'll come around. You get a character, you can get photos with all the different characters, and you can see that in the video. Really cool, like green eggs and ham, so it's very Dr. Seuss themed food. It's pretty cool. So this is my travel vlog video for the week. I'm still working on my snorkeling. I tend to get really sort of professionistic about my editing when it comes to locations and excursions and snorkeling and things. So I'm not done with that yet. I'm almost done, but not yet. So I'm putting this up for Monday. As always, please hit a like on this video, subscribe. I love to travel. I do a lot of videos. I have never done a sponsored video. If I ever do a sponsored video, it will be in the video. But I do this for free because I'm trying to get information out there to people who want to go somewhere and maybe they haven't been there and they want to know what it looks like. So that's why I do that. Have a great day.